Did you know that your soul has made specific agreements before you were born? It's true. Your soul, anytime your soul reincarnates into a new life, it takes time out to make a plan, to decide what kind of experience your soul wants to have. It makes certain agreements with different people to have those experiences, to grow, to learn, to evolve as a soul. And these agreements is actually what shapes and influences your life. And in this video, I want to share with you the 6 agreements that your soul has made for you before you were born. Now, knowing these agreements will help you gain clarity of why your life went the way it did, why you experienced the things that you experienced. And it will also help you gain somewhat of a clarity and the awareness of then how to best move forward in your life. So you actually have the awareness of what's going on rather than being unaware and just being dragged by life because of those agreements that your soul has made. Now let's start with the very first agreement that your soul makes, which is to forget everything. To forget everything that your soul has experienced. Because your soul has been through many lifetimes, maybe hundreds of lifetimes, and your soul remembers everything. But you, on the other hand, you don't know nothing. So when you come into this world, you come in with a clean slate. Because if you were to remember everything, it would be very overwhelming, especially as a baby, knowing all these things. So your soul makes the agreement to come into this world with basically amnesia, to basically come into this world with a clean slate, absolutely wiped clean. And it is because your soul wants to learn, wants to grow, wants to have certain experience. That's why right before your soul enters each lifetime, it makes that plan for what your soul wants to experience in that particular life. Before your soul actually comes into this lifetime, it also chooses who your parents are going to be and those type of things, the people that are going to come into your life. But so you start out with the very first agreement is to forget everything. Because that is really necessary in order for your soul to grow with new experiences. Then the second agreement is to have certain experiences in your life in order for your soul to grow. That includes the good experiences, the bad experiences, the in-between experiences, even the very ugly and even traumatic experiences. So all the experiences in your life, they were somewhat predetermined by your soul because it wanted to have certain experiences. And yes, even the bad ones. Now, your soul can grow through the good experiences and also the bad experience. However, oftentimes it's those bad experiences that need to happen for us to really become aware that we're meant to learn something, right? Now, we could learn through joy and we could learn through the good experiences, but like I said, oftentimes we're resisting that, and oftentimes we're so stubborn because we do have a personality, we do have an ego, and we often don't want to learn certain lessons. So oftentimes it's those, first you're getting a nudge, then you're getting another nudge, then you may be getting that smack on the head, then you may be getting that rock between your legs, and then you're getting the boulder that knocks you off your feet. It's because your soul desires to learn something from each and every one of those experiences. And like I said, unfortunately, it's also those bad experiences that are meant to happen to teach you something, to help you learn something, to help you even uncover, those ancestral patterns, those soul contracts, the karmic lessons, things like that. And oftentimes those experiences that you have will help you with all that. And oftentimes it's those bad experiences that are required for us to really wake up and to learn the lesson. Then the third agreement is to go through life to attract certain people into your life. So your soul made agreements with certain people to come into your life at specific times. That's, for one, your parents. Your soul made an agreement with your parents' soul that they are meant to take care of you and raise you. Then you also have friends and loved ones, relationships. All of those people, they come into your life, they all teach you something. So basically the agreement is those agreements with those different souls to be your teacher, your guide, your mentor in certain areas, in certain ways. And this also includes the good, the bad, and also the ugly, because you're learning from all these different people. Even if you're in an absolutely really horrible relationship, you're learning a lot from that relationship, right? Now, yeah, you can learn only the bad things, but you can also turn that around to actually transform yourself, to learn something. So you attract the good teachers and also the not so good teachers as well. And it all is meant for your soul to grow, to learn, to, go through karmic lessons, because that's also something that your soul kind of needs to do as well. And here's a side note on karma. Karma are lessons that your soul didn't learn from previous lifetimes. So let's say your soul did something that had a ripple effect, that caused something, that caused a negative experience. That creates karma. So your soul then goes through lifetimes and experience similar things in order to learn a valuable lesson. So that's why you also have those different people coming into your life, because there's something you're meant to learn from that. So there could be soul contracts, karmic lessons, ancestral patterns, things like that your soul requires to heal and release. And I'll talk more about the healing and releasing here in a moment as well. Then the fourth agreement that your soul has made is to go through life, have all these experiences, to then one day have experienced enough to then reawaken. To remember once again who you are as a soul. That's what then also kickstarts your spiritual awakening journey, your inner growth journey, your personal development journey, your spiritual development journey as well. This starts then the rebirth and the reawakening, so you really get to know yourself at a deeper level. So that's another agreement that your soul makes, is that one day that you will get to the point that you will awaken. Now, this is often kickstarted by something that's called the darkening of the soul, where you experience immense challenges. It's like that hitting rock bottom kind of moment, and that's when you find this greater power. You may find God, you may find your spiritual path, whatever it is, but that more enlightened path then unfolds. And that's also predetermined by your soul. And it depends how soon you learn the things that you're meant to learn to get to that point. Some people awaken very early. Some people, they take very long to awaken because they were simply not ready, or their soul just simply wanted to experience a lot of things before your soul then was ready to then awaken. Which brings me to the fifth agreement, is to then heal deeply. Healing deeply from all the wounds, the experiences that you've had, the limiting programming, all of the things that are really keeping you from really embracing all of who you are and embracing your soul's highest path, that higher journey. That also includes healing soul contracts, those contracts that you've made with those other souls that need to be cut, that need to be released. And these are even contracts that your soul didn't make before entering this life, but even contracts from past lives. Karmic lessons as well, the karmic things, the ancestral things, healing really deeply. And that usually happens when you are entering your spiritual awakening journey. That's when you then are meant to heal deeply, because so much stuff is coming up for you. So many deeply rooted shadows are coming to the surface that require attention. So usually when you start your spiritual awakening journey, that's also when you start your healing journey as well. And so it's about healing from deep within, because the more you heal, the more you release the layers, the more you then rediscover who you are. You're then being reborn throughout the process. You're remembering more of who you are as a soul, what your soul has come here to do. Which brings me to the sixth and final agreement, is to then eventually, when your soul has grown ready enough and healed enough, to then really step into what your soul has come here to do. This could be to be a way-shower to others, to be a mentor, a guide, maybe a channel to the higher realms. This could mean so many different things, whatever you will feel called to then step into. And this will come about, your soul's purpose, purpose, your soul's mission will come about. You will uncover it the more you go on this journey of that self-discovery, that inner healing journey, that awakening journey. The more you grow, the more you awaken or reawaken, the more you will then uncover about the things that your soul has meant to be doing in this lifetime. So these are the 6 agreements that your soul makes. Basically, every time your soul incarnates, it has those agreements. And it's all about that soul's growth. Now, the way this now helps you moving forward is it gives you clarity. You will then know that certain people in your life, especially the ones that really trigger you, that push your buttons, they're actually those teachers that have come into your life to teach you something. So here you can take a step back and look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a perspective of like that emotionally detached and looking at the situations like, okay, what am I meant to learn from this? What am I meant to take from this? Is this really what I want to deal with, what I want to put up with? And then you can make decisions based on that. So knowing about these agreements can really help you how you then move forward in your life. So you're more in alignment and more aware of what's going on, so you can work with what's coming up rather than really being bogged down by life just happening all around you and you feel like you have no control whatsoever. Now, yes, these agreements, they're predetermined. They also determine how your life is going. But like I said, once you have the awareness about these agreements, then you know, okay, this is going on because, well, I'm meant to learn something. Anytime something is coming up that triggers you, that doesn't feel good, okay, I'm meant to learn something. Let's tune in. What is coming up? What am I feeling here? And you can do the work. So you're then going through life with more awareness than you did before, prior to knowing about these agreements. So I really hope that these agreements that are shared with you give you somewhat of an awareness, give you somewhat of a clarity, and maybe life now starts to make more sense of why things were the way they were and are the way they are. And like I said, now I hope it empowers you to then really move forward with more awareness, so you can really work the energy and do your part in the soul's growth journey. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and that it really brought you some value and some clarity. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe even share it with someone that you think could benefit from it. Maybe even let me know in the comments below, what do you think about these agreements? Does it make sense to you? Are you now realizing how things may even connect in your life, how things are maybe falling into place? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. But thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here, that you allowed me to share this with you, and I really hope it helps you. Now, I have a video for you here that I would like to share with you. It's a starseed activation to really help you connect with your starry origin. I think you're going to enjoy that. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.